that means. Well, good evening. I just got some kind of notice. New timeout lengths. Whatever that means. I don't know. I had a painting already set up in case it wanted to take a picture of a thumbnail.
Your camera's a little too high.
A little too high. There we go. Oh. Boy. Interesting day today. So I went and got my work done, and then I had a 4 o'clock dentist appointment, and I had 3 cavities, and I got there about 4:05. I got in the chair about 4:15, and I was out of there at 4:45. I mean, there's no politics and mamby-pamby stuff going on at this dentist. But three cavities was $85 a cavity, and then I didn't have any Novocaine on one of the teeth that he was grinding on. I was able to get through that one, so maybe he gave me that one for free or something. So I only charged for 2, so buy 2 get 1 free. Woohoo! Pretty cool. So I still recommend the dentist, but he's a go-getter, do it done, no mamby-pamby stuff. But then again, he doesn't charge like those other dentists because he doesn't play all those games of fear.
Hi, Cher.
Hey, Cher. I'm going to lift my...
Donny went to the dentist and then he ran some errands.
Then I was going to be on time.
He got distracted.
I forgot.
He
At the
totally
last
forgot.
minute, I got distracted. And then I went and got gas and got food and groceries, and by then I just totally forgot. It's Tuesday. Like, for some reason, I thought it was Monday. Because someone asked me how much time I had, and I said, oh, I got plenty of time. It's Monday. But bloody, it's not Monday at all. That's Tuesday. I'm just reaching around here behind my little TV protector. So what are we going to do tonight? What do you want to see?
Cher said you pulled the chair, and she did the laughing emoji.
Well,
Well, there was a couple people that we have prizes
requests.
to give, and they wanted
Yes.
mountains.
Yep, she said Mountain and Moon Lake. She liked that Moon Lake one.
And the other person liked the mountains.
Yep. So I thought tonight we'll do the dark of the moon, a sky and a dark of the moon. That'll be good. And if I can find oh goodness. Is there a roll of tape over there somewhere? I'm looking for that blue roll of tape.
Yes, here.
Ah, there it is. So when you're doing a night sky, I have tried many times to do, and it never seems to work unless I first do the moon ahead of time and block it off. For some reason, it's just impossible, it seems. But if I put a piece of tape up there, let's see.
Hi, Rhonda.
Put a piece of tape there and do that first. That piece of tape does a great job of keeping the moon from getting paint all over it. So that's what we're going to do first. And apologize for my disorganization. I am a bad dog for doing that. And and some of you look forward to the paint as much as I do. And hey, you know, I broke 500. Yep, broke 500. So that means I can start working towards hours and early monetization and things. And Joy was reading off my analytics. And I've got to do some more shorts. And I'm going to do shorts for painting and stuff. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know? Well, do we put the moon towards the horizon? Yeah, we're going to put the moon right there towards the horizon. We'll get that to stick. So, after I got my shot,
for his tooth,
my sinuses started to run, and I started sneezing uncontrollably. Well, 3 or 4 sneezes in a row. It was weird. And then in a few minutes it stopped. Then it started up again. And I have just been dripping and dripping and dripping and dripping and dripping and dripping and dripping. It's the craziest thing.
the Novocaine shot.
Yeah, the Novocaine shot caused the problem. And, but the dentist doesn't know why. He says he never had that happen before. And I'm thinking, in 20-something years, as a dentist, you've never had anybody have a reaction like that. And so that was odd to me as well. So now we are getting ready. We might need a little bit of sky blue. I don't know if we will or not. So we're doing sky blue. We're doing a British Navy. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful night sky right there. I have another one called dark blue gray. And it is eluding me at the moment. There it is. Dark blue gray. Maybe we'll put a little purple in here too. They always say purple goes in the sky somewhere. Could be in the corner, you never know. And that also means that I have to put up another panel over here because we're going to be flicking. We're going to be flicking some stars.
Don't flick at my TV.
Yeah, we have definitely flicked the TV once too many times. All right. Who's ready for a night sky? Who's ready for a night sky? I think we'll do the dark gray. Now we'll put almost a black up at the top, really. Yep. And let's get that purple down low. Bring that up a little bit. That looks good. Here's something called Phthalo Cayenne Blue. That looks amazing. Wow, look at that.
Hi, Susan.
I'm going to bring that down over our gray. Okay. Now, because I'm in an RV, I have no place to put these paintings. They just all kind of stand here on the edge. Some need touching up.
So you're
Some
looking for
I'm looking for black.
property.
Yes. I'm looking for black right now. And my nose is...
Rhonda said that they got the ashes of her cat that passed away, Diego, yesterday, and a print of his feet also.
Hey,
So that
I saved the fur.
makes
I got a
me
little
think
fur
about
thing,
that.
like a charm bracelet type of thing for my cat that I still have saved. Let's see. Maybe we should take some of the paint off this brush. And we'll do like a wet, what do we got here? A wet dry brush. Okay. Let's bring that down a little bit.
Cher said, sorry for your loss, Rhonda. And Rhonda said, he's here with us in spirit.
Yep. Love is eternal. And don't let anybody tell you that they're not in heaven. They're there.
Yep. We believe that
We have scripture to prove it.
cats are in heaven.
We've got scripture to prove it. Don't let anybody say that you can't have your pet, because love is eternal. Almost got our sky. Alright. And we're gonna see what we can do here. Get our... Uh-oh, too much water. Gotta be careful. Yeah, I'm getting ready to start those Christmas pictures now. I've got some requests for Christmas. There's a nice night sky. I think we're going to bring in some clouds down here. They're going to kind of whisper a little bit of the evening, and maybe right there be a cloud that'll block out the stars a little bit. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's looking real good. And we'll have some clouds that get brighter because of the moon. We're ready to do a moon reveal here in a moment. like that little stumble right there that I made. I didn't even mean to do that, but I like it. As I pull this lighter color cloud over that darker cloud, that really helps push that other cloud back a little bit, doesn't it? Isn't that cool? Let's put a lighter one over here too. Let's push that in right there. All the clouds, they want to be in the photo. They want to be in the painting. Even if they can't be completely in there, they'd like at least to get their teeth on the edge if they could. Boy, it's salty too. That liquid coming out of my...
Awesome. And Rhonda said, very pretty, Donny.
Yeah, we're getting somewhere tonight. Trying to go quicker. Make a product a little faster. That would be... You might say, now why? Usually you have the lighter on the top of the cloud, but not tonight. Nope. Tonight's different. You see, tonight, the source of light is low. Right through here. All right. Excuse me. Yeah. Well, the dentist said no big deal, so he was like, it didn't make sense to him. So we'll see what's going on. All right. Okay, let's pull our moon off here. Now it's not round, and that's okay. It's not perfect, that's okay. That's exactly what we want, just like that. Now we'll set that aside to dry. Get that out of the way so I don't get stuck to it. Sometimes I've had the moon on my arm and on my elbow.
Hi, Spaceman.
Spaceman! So I'm making circles with my finger, gathering in some of the color from the surrounding paint. Kind of having a purpley moon tonight, huh? And then I have to get my moon brush. First one, we'll dab it with some white right in the center.
Spaceman said Starlink is supposed to go over.
I kind of like that purpley hue on the outside. So I'm going to be messing with some blues here in the middle. See if we can't get a bright moon. There we go. A little light, a little dark. And then we'll give this moon a chance to dry a little bit. Yeah, okay. All right. All right, so now we need my blue. my black and my gray. Blue, black, and gray. I need more black. There is a recipe for making your own black, by the way, which was recommended to me. I didn't write it down. If I did, I lost what I wrote it down on. And but that's also an important thing to do, is that when you make your own black, you get a little bit more depth than just regular black. Oh, thank you, Lord. All right, so here come the background mountains. Background mountains be really dark. They'll be thing, and you stomp your blue and your gray and your black, maybe even some purple, and then you stomp it in the brush. Then you bring it up. Let's see. I don't know. Do we want to leave a whole moon and take the mountains up higher and touch the moon with the mountains? We could do that. Oh, wow. Look at how the purple, right at the bottom of the mountain, putting some purple and blue right there. Time to get out the purple again. Ooh, boy, that's gorgeous. I'm not sure if you can see it as good as I can. Let me see if I can change the... that's about the best one.
Rhonda, I got your email where you were talking about your cat, getting your cat.
I went and tried to put that painting in the mail today, and the scale at the thing was off. We're sorry. You cannot weigh anything today and put it in the mail. I was like very disappointed. You wouldn't believe how much water is running out of my nose. We are going to put a line of purple right there. And we're going to...
Rhonda wants to know if you're making a night sky.
It's a night sky, all right. That is a beautiful night sky. And we are dancing some of the light off the trees of the mountain so that you can...
It's not buffering here, Rhonda. I don't see it buffering on mine.
So we're taking a little bit of the purple and a little bit of the white. And we are dancing it on the edges of the trees that can see the moon. Like that. I think I'm gonna bring a river down here, down to the lake. We need a little bit of more of a bluish tint for the water. Let's see if this is the color I want.
Hi, Lisa.
Enough of that brush. Let's see if we can't bring in the look of water here.
Okay, I do have your address, Rhonda. It was in a previous email.
Okay. All right. Now we're switching to our lighter brush. There it is. We're having some beautiful things happening tonight. We're bringing that purple up, and then we're bringing down some water here. Right down from the mountain. We need a little bit of a shoreline. There's a little alcove right here. Very good.
I found some land, and Donny thinks it's too primitive. He went and saw it without me. I said, I want to see it.
Yeah, I thought it was close. I could get there in just a few minutes. And oh my goodness, by the time I was halfway there, I thought, I have made a mistake. It is way out of town.
Hi, Asia Joe.
I'm getting ahead of myself here. I need more purple. Purple and white. And then come over here and come on. Yeah. Then we need the white.
Donny thought it was too primitive. I said, where's your pioneer spirit?
Yeah, a bit too primitive. Even pioneers wouldn't do this one.
Not true. The Appalachians would do it.
Add a reason.
Can't be near as hard as Caves Cove. But there was bears on the property.
Yeah. Oh, I'm suddenly not happy with mountains.
I want to see it.
Well, another reason I went out there was to see if it was even worth it. Another reason was to make sure it was safe. Because the same person that, if she drops a sock on the floor, puts it back in the wash, is going to go live out in the woods? Right. I don't think she gets the...
I lived on a farm. I was way out in the country, you know. Way out in the country.
So we have to have some trees reflecting from the moon on both sides. Right at the top of the cloud, we can bring those up a little bit, raise our mountain up a little bit here if we want. That's pretty good, pretty good. I think I want some blue. Or do I want that? Which color do I want? That's not really doing what I want. I'm going to go back to my... It's one thing nice about painting, you can blend something out of existence
Lisa said,
that you don't like
but when you lived on the farm,
and get a whole new
there are lots of other people
idea
there
of
with
what you
were
want.
probably never there alone. I said, Lisa, you can come be my neighbor. There are big bears there. Mark would love it. Lisa said, sounds like a plan I would go for. You know, the peacefulness of the country without having close enough neighbors that you can hear them talking. Hello, Teresa.
Okay.
Hi, Scott and Michelle.
Well, we pray for the people come in tonight. Thank you, Lord, for blessing them, wisdom, understanding, all their issues that are going on in their life right now, Lord. they get a handle on it. Make decrees and commandments.
Jimmy Spencer has been working long hours. He was like, even Sunday, he was like on the go working or busy or something all day, he said.
Yeah. All right.
This painting right here is for one of the prize winners for the Fall Fest.
Yeah. She said, you can surprise me, but I like the moon and the mountain one. And I liked one, I can't remember the other one she said, but.
Teresa said she just watched the live that I did yesterday evening. Yesterday was Monday. You mean Sunday? I don't think we did anything yesterday, did we? Can't remember. What did we do? No, Donny doesn't have allergies. What you hear, he is sniffling, but he went and had his, he had three cavities that he had to have filled. And the dentist, one of them was able to get filled without any Novocaine, but the other tooth had to have Novocaine because he wasn't able to handle it. And when the dentist gave him a shot, something in that shot made his nose run all evening since then.
Yep.
So if there is something, maybe there was something in the shot that he's allergic to and it's making his nose run. That's a possibility.
Yeah, but how many times have I had a shot like that with no issue? That's what bothers me. Like, I've had that plenty of times. But I'm older now, so.
Teresa said, oh yeah, I'm a day behind. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Sunday night, because I don't think I put anything out yesterday. I was like, probably just resting up from the weekend of being busy. We walked and walked. We need to get one of those things where you put on, where it counts your steps. Because when we go to those rod runs, we do some walking then. I'm sure not like Scott and Tara. Scott and Tara really walk and walk and walk. But we do quite a bit of walking at the rod run.
And this will be fun too, because then she'll be able to say, oh, I watched my painting be made.
He's actually going to...
Now we're in the replay.
Donny's going to actually do 6 paintings for this, because there's painting for the semifinalists for Storyteller Donny, Smoky Mountains Blessed, and Smoky Mountains Nature. And then for each of those, there is a finalist. So there's one finalist. So he'll have to do 3 different paintings based upon what that finalist taste is in art.
I hope it's mine.
Well, hopefully, if it's modern.
Oh, I don't want one of your paintings.
If it's modern, then it's just like, okay, well, you know, we don't have that.
Modern what? Yeah, a modern mountain? I could do a modern mountain. Square it off a little. Add a little stainless steel fence.
Well, you did that thing for Spaceman of the space snowman.
Yep, Space Snowman. He was cool.
Hi, Tara. How was your grandparents' day? They had grandparents' day. Teresa is headed to bed now. She's got to get up at 4:30
Oh my.
for work.
The rest of us feel lucky.
Is that Michelle? Michelle? I think it's Michelle that's typing in Scott and Michelle. She said, you can have one of mine. I draw stick figures. Tara's going to have another grandparents' day. She had a grandparents' day with the youngest grandson at his school, and then on Friday, she'll have another one with the oldest grandson.
All right.
Tara said, run back to the Smoky Mountains instead of work.
Well, you lose your job. Why would she tell her to do that? Tara.
So Lisa's down with being our neighbor in the country. It had mountain views.
If you cut down the trees.
No, I saw on the picture that it had mountain views.
Yeah, well, that was no more true than the words when he said it's up against the national park. That one, it borders the national park. Well, if you're a little ways away and you want to call that bordering, okay. But if you mean one of the borders of the land is actually the national park, no, it is not.
Who told you that?
The real estate lady. She said, I don't know why he says that. This is not bordering the national park at all.
It's very close to the national park, and there's 100 acres. Does it border the 100 acres?
Yes.
Okay, so it borders 100 acres that borders the national park.
Yes.
And the 100 acres has probably nothing on it.
It just got bought, yeah.
It just got bought for $300,000 by a guy, which we don't know what his plan is.
Yep.
Interesting to see what his plan is.
That would be important. Especially if it was more than just purchasing the land, but actually wanting to develop it to really, really do something great. I would definitely want to know what my neighbors are thinking.
Hi, Maritza. So this is exciting. You know, I sent one of my trail cams. Well, I gave one to my brother. And I don't know, Lisa, he probably hasn't even messed with it yet. But I took the other one and I sent it with Darcy and Jason, our friends up there in the Blue Ridge Mountains. And they do border like a state park or something like that. Wildlife refuge, they border it. And so they have bears. So I said, this is my camera, because it's a tax deduction for my channel and everything. But I'm sending it with you to put out there, because they wanted something out there, and I had gave her one, and it wasn't a very expensive one, and they couldn't figure out how to make it work. I gave her one for her birthday, and they couldn't figure it out. So I said, I'll just send you mine then, because I got a new one for here, and I'll just send you my second one so that you can put it out for me. And they don't want the videos for themselves because they're not YouTubers or anything. So they are going to send me the videos.
Now you can see I'm adding a little bit of blue to my white to give it more of a shadowy look.
And so we're just trying to figure out how to get the videos from them to me, because there was 4 videos that they got, and one of them I think was just a spider. and and then the other 2 of them had deer, so she was able to send one of those to me. The other one was we couldn't get it to come through. She doesn't. I don't think she has the best internet, but we'll have to get her to send it on maybe tomorrow or something. Try to send it. But then the first video that came through, Tara, the first video that came through was a bear licking my camera.
She shouldn't have fixed lunch before she put that camera out.
It went, of course, you couldn't see a whole lot of the bear, but it came right up and was licking my camera. Oh, I was like, oh, wow, look at that, that's so cool, the very first video. The land we are looking at, Tara said, tell me what, the land we are looking at is like 5.7 acres. And it,
Donny's not looking at
thanks
it.
for joining us, Susan. You have a good night. 5.7 acres, and it is just raw land. And so, and it's, you know, mountainous, so it's got some hills and valleys in it and stuff. I had sent you pictures. It's the land that I sent you pictures of, and it had those 2 really big bears on it. I'll show pictures.
Okay. I think my sky is dry. Dry sky. All right. Now I can't mess with my moon now. It's kind of wet. And because it's wet, I can't put clouds in front of it yet. But because the cloud will be white up to it, and then it's gray going across it, then it's white again. So we're kind of really like these clouds right here. I don't want to mess with those. But we have to put highlights in our clouds because the moon is so bright. It is. And so we have to draw the highlights on the bottom of the cloud instead of the top of the cloud, which is hard to do. Your body just wants to, no, that's the wrong spot. But it's kind of like, think of it as a Moonlight sunset. It's looking real good. Trying to find the right kind of brush and the right kind of tip.
Okay. There's one picture. It doesn't look too steep. I mean, it's slanted, but so you can tell it goes steeper that way there. There's the bears. Those are big bears out there. See, here's steeper, you can tell. But this is more flat here. And there, see, it's got a view. But and of course, when these are full, you probably couldn't see. But Donnie said, if you took down some of these trees right here, you could see. But there's some big bears out there.
And there's a little hut at the top too.
So he said this is up there at the top.
Yep, somebody put it up there. Somebody with a dream.
Maybe it was a hunting cabin.
Never finished, never even used. So you put all these clouds all over the place, and it looks like a mess. But when you start highlighting, and you start finding out where you want to put a lighter mark, once it's dry, it is exciting to watch the clouds begin to come out and see that the fadey mess turns into the behind cloud, the cloud behind the cloud, the woman behind the man.
So I just thought that was a cool property, especially with those bears out there, you know.
Yep.
Hi Gio, he said, what type of frame would you use for this project? Maybe a frame that was like a barn board white or something. I'm just watching the Cubs game on the TV.
We're trying to find out everywhere.
I would just be thrilled to have. I would be. Hey Gio, can you hear me now? I would be thrilled to have a piece of property where bears come around.
I would not be thrilled to hear a phone call coming from work. There's a bear trying to get in the front door, and I'm an hour away.
We'd have to have it secured.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody would be impressed with my moon.
Okay, so Gio asked what kind of a frame. I was thinking maybe like a white barnwood frame would look nice around something like that.
This painting?
Yeah, he said what kind of a frame would you put around that?
Oh. Black?
Could be black.
I would do black.
I think the white barnwood
Or
frame
a
though would bring out
silver.
the whites.
Silver or gray, maybe. Maybe a gray one. Or silver, like a shiny chrome silver. Somebody's got his eye on this painting already. He's hoping to win. This one's already been won.
Yeah. These are the bears that were on the property that I was wanting to look at. Big bears. Shopper girl said, "That's beautiful, Donny."
Shopper! You are so encouraging.
Shopper girl said, "Oh my," about the bears. Now, Donny did take me way up on a mountain to a house that was the very top. It was at the very top of that mountain. He was painting it. And there was bears that come up that road, come right up to that house. Shopper girl said, "I love seeing bears, but at a distance."
Yep.
Crocheting with Donna said, "I love the painting. The moon looks great."
Thank you. I like moons. I think they're beneficial to good peace in the heart.
Shopper girl said, "I saw a big fox in my backyard last night."
And of course, remember, even though the moon gives off light, it's dead. It can only give off reflected light. It cannot make light of its own. So, don't put any stock in the moon. Don't worship the moon. It's just a reflection of a greater light. Yeah.
Shopper girl said, "Interesting facts, Donny."
Yeah, I use it when I teach. When I teach on religion and when I teach on things,
Lisa said, "Looks great."
moon is
Lisa, I'm going to send you a picture of these bears, and you tell Mark that I want you to be my neighbor on this property with where these bears are.
Yeah, but you don't want to see bears all the time. Then you get a commonplace. Oh, well, bear. Bear. Like deer, you know. Deer is real special until all of a sudden they're eating up your garden and there's 20 or 30 of them. Then they're not so special.
Well, they're always special to me. You speaking for yourself, but they're always special to me.
Well, I mean, if it was your garden, they wouldn't be so special.
I said I'm going to have a greenhouse.
Yeah. All right. So now we're going to cross the moon. We have to cross the moon with just the right color. One that matches what it would look like if it was a cloud. Some white, some gray.
Shopper girl said, "How was your day, Joy?" It was good. I think I was just resting mostly. I was editing a little bit, resting. Trying
Yeah.
to get a video to get out tomorrow because I've been.
The day after walking 2 miles, I go to work, she goes to bed.
That was Monday. I really rested Monday.
Yeah.
Because we had 3 days walking around the rod run, so that was a lot of walking.
And the weekend before, too.
And the
think
weekend
about it.
before.
Yeah.
And so then on Monday, that's when I kind of took naps on the couch quite a bit. Today I didn't really. I laid down once just to rest my eyes, but I didn't really fall asleep. But I did a little bit of editing, but
I'm not able to do that.
otherwise, I mean, I was being restful, like not really doing much, but except for editing, a little bit of editing.
I don't know what resting my eyes means. I am not able to do
Resting my eyes
that.
means that sometimes my eyes are sensitive to light, which is one reason I wear a hat with a bill on it a lot. Because when we went to the church and it was so bright light, I had to wear a hat covering so that the light wasn't penetrating, hitting my eyes that much. My eyes are sensitive to bright light. So when I need to rest my eyes, then I just need to shut my eyes. And I have these things. This is a new one I just bought, but I have these things, these things that cover your eyes. A couple of years ago, I had issues with my left eye, and I had to
Boy, that
wear a patch
cloud
over
across
my
the
eye.
moon came across really good. That's really good. That's my best cloud across the moon.
I do not have a Fitbit, but I need to get one. I need to get one of those things that'll count my steps. I probably did take a lot of steps.
Yep. We took a lot of steps.
Donna said a moon is needed at night for sure. Just think about how dark it would be without a moon.
Well, they say that without the moon, life would not have existed here. The moon flushes the coastlines of all the trash every day.
Shopper Girl said, I think a beautiful moon has a story to tell.
Yes, it does. Has anybody noticed how the moon has changed recently, too? I noticed that. Especially when I got my new glasses. I was like, what is that? I guess that's where that meteorite hit it or something that has a little bit more something. Anyway, all right, so lots of leftover paint down here I need to do something with.
Sarah said that the phone, the iPhone, has a thing in the health folder that counts your steps for you.
When you see enough clouds, and see, I'm painting by imagination, so it's like I can just look at that cloud and say, you know what, it just needs a little bit more of underlight to make it more like a cloud that's being thing, and then up here maybe there's a little bit.
Donny bought his carrot cake, which he loves, but he doesn't like to have all that frosting. So he ate half the cake. Did you eat the frosting?
No, I
On
left
that
it for
half?
you.
No, the first half.
A little bit of it, but I left all the carrot and everything top for you, yeah. Because that's one thing you...
No, I didn't get that. I only got the off of this piece. Anyway, so he went to get his cake today. And he's like...
So I took my carrot cake for lunch today.
He
I'm
sent
like,
me this picture.
she skinned that thing so good. 2 or 3 times must have get that skin. Boy, that woman skinned that thing.
I ate the frosting off of his cake.
Yep.
Because
It
it's,
saves me the fat.
Well, it was cream cheese frosting. I don't know. That's just very tasty.
Yeah.
Hey, Gio. Thanks for joining us. Shopper Girl's making a bunch of banana bread tomorrow.
All right, so that's good. The sky is
Hey,
good.
Donny has a funny...
Clouds are good.
Donny has a funny shorts video out. So whenever you're done going
Yes,
to bed, go
I
watch
was
his shorts.
following behind somebody.
Don't tell what it is. Let's
I
watch
won't.
it.
I was just following behind them. And suddenly things began to roll off.
We're not going to give it away, but
Yep. All right, so now we're doing a light blue and white. And we're going to start right here at the bottom. And kind of swishy up a little bit like that.
Spaceman said, my wife thinks she saw some bears behind our house the other day and that she just heard a noise from outside. It could be, Spaceman, because I know the bears are over there in Johnson City. Eddie's had them on the property he had, and some minister friends we know have bears on their property. Tara said she saw the video, Donny.
Tara's our #1 fan.
Shopper Girl said she's going to head out because her niece is having knee surgery in the early morning, and she's going to be there sitting with her at the office while she has it. Prayers for your niece to have a safe surgery and a quick healing in the name of Jesus.
Quick recovery. No complications.
Quick recovery.
No complications.
And if you haven't, and then as you go out, watch Donny's shorts video.
Yep. And watch my, about 4 weeks ago now, the one on 10 Commandments. Because I have a testimony where my knee started working again.
Oh, what? She can't watch it now, but I mean that was a ministry thing. That's on Team Jesus, yeah. Shopper Girl said, thank you so much. I appreciate that prayer, Joy and Donny. thought Michelle said we don't have bears by us in Chicago, but by her work they have a lot of geese.
Yeah, we're not expecting bears around Chicago, although there are Chicago Bears. They used to be there, named a football team after them, then the Bears left. But they left the team behind to keep fighting on. Good Chicago Bears. So we're just putting the final touches on my lake here. I'm trying to get it to work.
Michelle said that I guess the Chicago Bears lost yesterday.
Yeah, everybody gets their turn. Did you know the worst team in the league gets to have the first pick the next year so that they can improve their chances, and that's how they try to keep things fair. All right, let's see if we can do it right this time. Maybe a different brush. So we're trying a little white and blue again to see if we can't get a nice moon glow look. Some white, some blue, some light blue, some dark blue, some sky blue, and some cobalt blue. Let's see if we can't get like a moon going here.
Hey, Suzanne.
Okay. There, I like that much better.
Also, every now and then we're giving away a painting on this channel and on Team Jesus. But the last 2 weekends in a row, we've given away a painting on Smoky Mountains Blessed. So, on the live chats.
That did not go the way I wanted it.
So, if anybody's able to tune in, you never know when we're going to give one away. I think it works better that way because there are people that aren't even regular viewers that will leave a comment on a video if they think they're going to win, but they'll never watch you other than that. And Donny and I kind of want, the people that win the paintings to be the ones that actually enjoy the paintings, enjoy our content, watch our channels, stuff like that. And that's why we're doing it periodically on the 3 channels, just from people that are there. It's our way of thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
Okay, it's Jessica Wilson was the winner, and she asked for moon and mountains, and I said I would do that.
Yeah.
So here you go, Jessica. This one is for you.
Yeah, we weren't able to be there because this is Donny's regular, but I told Gail that ahead of time. I told her we wouldn't be over there because this is
You mean
Donny's life.
Dolly?
No.
Not that Gail?
No.
Oh, okay.
I said I love the beautiful artwork.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Tara. Sweet dreams.
Love you, love you, love you.
Suzanne said, beautiful. I love moonlit paintings.
Yeah. And the shadow across the moon just right. And it's sitting on the clouds. And
Are you finished with it now?
I'm finished with it now. I'm just looking to see if I should put one more cloud up higher. I was thinking of just like a watery, like a little watery cloud
With
up
that
there.
one white dot up at the top, you might want to...
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do with that. You know, because I don't have that color anymore. And it does kind of pose a problem. How's that?
Yeah,
That's better.
Because it kind of looked out of place, that.
Yeah. See, you can take a brush and put a little paint on it, and then get the brush wet with water, so that you take a little bit of white paint and a lot of water. And then what happens is you get a kind of a washy look that allows you to put a layer of white, but you can see through it. And but you have to be brave, you know. And it looks really strong when you first put it on. And you kind of like trying to just barely.
Is this one you were working on earlier? This is one of them that he was working on.
Yeah, I did that one 2 weeks ago, I think. And I've just been trying to update it a little bit. Oh, I lost my dot. See, I like this little hazy of a cloud right there. Just a little hazy of a cloud. And kind of push it into the canvas so that it looks hazy.
It looks
touch that.
brighter on the camera than it does actually in your eye. I think because of the light shining on it.
Yeah.
So I have to work on 5 more. All right, well, I guess you could take it
Okay.
back and thank you.
All right, well, I want to thank you all for being here with me tonight. It has been enjoyable to do and have you join me. I enjoy doing this. I love having you with me. It encourages me to do it more often. I would not be painting and learning and growing if it wasn't for you. You really do get to have some credit. And one day when I'm really expensive, really good, you can say, I knew him when. I knew him when he couldn't paint worth a hoot and thought he was something. That's what you could say. I saw him way back when. And some of you will have signed paintings from me to prove it. Well, let's see. I think I'm going to sign this side over here. A little lighter than that. A little lighter than that. Let's just do a little shadowy, a little darker than that. How about that? There we go. you go. She's done. Boy, that moon looks good. I'm looking at those clouds, wondering if I... See, because with acrylics, you have to wait for things to dry in order to do things. And sometimes by the time you're done with the painting, you can finally go back. Boy, my nose is just running with water. It's really salty, too. Makes me wonder, why is it so salty? And, or we could just put a few more, like, really bright accents up in the clouds that would show how strong this moon, how bright this moon is. Without messing up my painting. Okay, I'm gonna let it alone. That's it. I've gotta let it alone, or I'll mess something up here.
Hit your button.
Oh, and hit the button. Well, love you much. Don't forget, we love you, but Jesus loves you more. Thank you, Mama too. Good night. Good night.